way to complete the ritual. I must. My lord is not forgiving. You made it all the way here, you creeping little maggots? Have you wriggled up to bow to me? Has Lohar sent you to beg forgiveness for his sins? My lord had faith. He came to me when Lohar failed the queen. And as a reward for my service, he has granted me his favor. He has granted me Mord Akane. He refuses his duty as a dwarf, and now he refuses to face me. I will find that snivelling little coward. He will bow before me, but first I will deal with you. Mercy!
The Master Sorcerer throws up his pocked, cracked arms to defend himself as you step forward. The undead dwarf looks quickly over its shoulder, his gaze darting from shadow to shadow.
Of course! Anything! Just name it! What? Source?
The skeleton slowly lowers his arms, staring at you in disbelief.
Of course! You're God-woken! You seek power! Ultimate power! And I worried we could not find common ground. Yes, God-woken, I can teach you. If you swear you won't banish me to the afterlife. The death of the flesh is one of the smallest deaths. I have not passed on to the Hall of Echoes, nor do I ever intend to. Please, Godwoken, let me walk away, and I swear I will show you all I know. Praise be. Very well, Godwoken. Listen carefully. Source and void, day and night, love and hate. One is meaningless without the other. To grow your source, to achieve your potential, you must embrace the void.
The grinning skeleton reaches into the folds of his robes and pulls out a small black mass. It's covered in veins and oozing pus.
Here, Godwoken. Take a bite.
The thick pus explodes into your mouth, coating the back of your throat. You can feel it running down your throat like rancid custard. You start to retch, your body struggling to reject this intruder, but your teeth clamp down hard on the fibrous, gritty flesh as you force yourself to chew and swallow. As the flesh fills your mouth, you start to see darkness. Darkness that swallows everything, all hope, all joy. Darkness that leaves nothing but the foul taste of betrayal. The vision fades, only to be replaced by a new sensation. Deep within you, you feel something change. Your soul opens up, and you feel it swell as new channels for source start to flow through you. You swallow all you can, and despite the meat in your stomach, you feel a new space inside you, a potential waiting to be filled.
There, I held up my end of the bargain. I did as you asked. And now I'm getting as far from this cave as my bones will take me.
Mordus looks at you in alarm.
God's graves, please be quick. He wanted the Death Folk destroyed. Once he knew his rats had found it in the Peacemaker's wreck, he wanted it destroyed. The greatest weapon Rivellon has ever seen lands in his lap, and he ordered the barrels thrown into the ocean. We couldn't let it happen. We needed it. So I took control. Ah! The Queen! It's the Queen! She saw what Deathfog did to the Black Ring. She saw it destroy the Elven Forest. She said the dwarves needed power like that. And he told me to make sure she got it. He told me to ensure they got to... Oh, Arcs. The barrels were going to Arcs. I can't. He'll hear. He'll know. He'll find me. He'll come. If I tell you, I die. Or worse.
Mordus takes a step back, looking about in half-crazed panic.
I can't. I can't. Not now. It's too late. It's all too late.
You grab the dwarf's old brittle arm and follow through with your knee. There's a dry snapping sound as the crumbling bone cracks and gives way.
Ah! No! Stop! Stop! I beg you! I'll tell you!
You relent, and the dwarf stumbles back, cradling his fractured arm and whimpering.
It's him. The one the Seven rejected. The god.
The dwarf is interrupted by another crack. You see his femur has developed a break. The fracture spreads, shearing the bone in two. Mordus stumbles to the ground, oddly silent. He looks up, and you see that his jaw is cracked, broken, and falling to pieces. Fissures are starting to run across his skull, and his ribs start to snap and fall one by one. No enemy presents themselves, but Mordus reaches out to you, his quivering hand desperately grasping for help. Before you can react, his arm snaps cleanly in half. You hear the tiniest whimper from the skeleton before his face caves in, as if smashed with an invisible mace, and the body lies still and silent.
I've never felt so alive.
You feel newfound powers of the Source course wildly through your body. Deep inside your soul, your god calls for you. It would be wise to meet with your god again by performing the Meister's ritual, here or in Siva's vault. The thought of death fog gives you pause. A weapon like that should give everyone pause.
This scourge, this destroyer of my people should be wiped from the face of the earth.
The ghost stares down at his broken, twisted body, a look of glum resignation on his face.
It ain't a pretty way to go. Mind you, could be a damn sight better than whatever Lohar would have done if he'd got his hands on us. Mind control or no, he'll be livid when he finds out what we did.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to hurt anyone. But he made me. That voice, he made me. I let him out of the vault. I killed anyone that got in the way. And then I sat here as he gibbered about needing to complete his bloody Mordus. Damn divine. Some ancient ritual, he said. It gave him the power to twist our minds, to turn us into his puppets. And when he was strong enough, it turned him into... that. He thought it was a reward, kept saying how blessed he was. What madness.
The ghost turns to you, her finger urgently pointing towards something unseen. Silent lips move, issuing an urgent, unheard plea. Your hands merge together, your world twisting. Looking down, you see you're holding a barrel marked with a fatal warning. Death fog. A cart contains many barrels more, recovered from a wrecked ship. The room is filled with voices, cracking jokes and swearing oaths as you go about unloading the cart. But somewhere, in the hum of voices, one cuts through the rest. Stop, it hisses. Do your duty. You lift up the death fog, and, fighting against every step, you walk back to the cart. You pass a dwarf, struggling against the voice and winning, but you crack his skull with a barrel in your hands. One by one, the barrels are loaded again, and the cart departs. As it trundles out of the cave, the voice returns, "Come, come to me," and you feel your feet carrying you into the cavern's darkness.
Don't worry about it, says Lohar. Quietest work around, says Lohar. Well, I don't see him here, cold as the stone he's lying on. It will be fine, my arse. And here I was, the fool, believing him.
The ghost swings a foot to kick its old body in frustration, but the boot sails straight through her corpse.
Because it's his fault. If not for him, I'd still be sitting there, wine in hand, happy as Larry. But no, he knew best. He wanted the death fog destroyed. That's why we were to make sure it got into the right hands. Our hands! I even stood guard of Mordus when he were doing nothing but the Queen's bidding. No wonder we came to this. This is what I deserve for following the orders of a leader with the spine of a sponge. Thank Duna Her Majesty has more steel in her belly than that coward. You're a little tool to be asking questions like that. Her Majesty is trying to do what's best for the dwarf people. And there's not a thing more you need to know.
Even dead, I don't get no peace. You need something. What's it look like? Either there were a void-woken attack, or this is the most unfortunate dinner party you ever did see. Now shove off. I've got an afterlife to enjoy, and your jabbering ain't making it easy. Walk on, heartbeat. I got nothing to say to you.
The dwarf pulls a dagger with shocking dexterity and reflexively swings at your gut. Thankfully, the ephemeral blade passes right through you. With a rancid look, the dwarf pockets the knife. As he does so, you see an elaborate seal on the handle. Through gritted teeth, the dwarf growls.
We're done here.
Lock's melting away. Mordus turned the key into an amulet. Cunning.
And I thought this cave couldn't get any more grim.
I do not want to know what that smell is.
Death, most likely. Watch your step.
The angelic figure stands upon a mosaic that depicts a dragon, or a leviathan. You no longer look without, but within. You understand where your path must take you.
A perfect fit. It's broken.
You see an undead figure chained to a torture rack, bones glowing a sickly green, as if lit from within. It raises its head to look at you before lowering it again, exhausted from the effort.
Please! Release me!
The creature's eyes roll in your direction. Its gasps grow more urgent. The creature's whine turns to a roar. The room reverberates as it shouts forth its own name.
I am Zash. The lights may not illuminate me, yet in darkness I cannot hide.
The beast goes silent and looks toward the nearby panel.
Mordus, the priest, not what he claims to be. Without me, he is nothing. A worm, a grub. He doesn't draw upon his own strength, his own source. With this contraption, he draws upon mine.
Free me! Release me from Mordus' torture!
The fiend is cont, then. Oh, glory to the stars! My soul, no longer his to imprison.
The panel, please.
The creature shudders, trying to break free of its restraints, then lowers its head in exhaustion.
Freedom! About time, too! I can't tell you how long Mordus has been draining me. I'm absolutely famished for sauce and sinew.
The creature harumphs.
You freed a master of the magical arts. For that, I'll leave you alive and untasted. For demolishing Mordus's minions, I'll give you a skill book of your choice. Choose your subject. I offer you life and learning, and you're still begging for more? You're wasting my time. Here, just take a book. Its wisdom might do you some good. Speaking of which, allow me to share some wisdom of my own.
The undead creature bears 2 rows of broken, cratered teeth.
Stay out of my way. Curse you, Mordus, and curse your blasted machine.
The creature begged for release, but can it be trusted?
I say we hunt it down. Sometimes it's fun to play the hero.
The spirit looks at its own corpse, then at you. Its horrified eyes plead with you for answers. The creature devours the corpses as a vulture devours carrion, stopping only as you approach.
I have my freedom. You have your reward. Do you not recall my warning? He drained me. Let me feed. Oh, I cannot control the hunger. Mordus. He wears a cloak of skin, but rots from the inside out. Rip away his hide, and he's a mere grub. Yet he's also a conduit to the void. A mouse with the power of a mountain. My source was his lifeblood. Now, my hunger must be sated. My soul will be mine again. In life, I was a wizard. As close to Amadia as skin to flesh. In undeath, I am a lich. Source still streams through my bones like blood through veins. Well, look at you, all noble. I can't promise that your sacrifice will fill my belly. But if it sates me, I won't seek more.
It reaches out with its brittle fingers, and you hesitantly offer your hand. In an instant that feels like an eon, your source flows into the famished creature.
Oh, refreshed and refilled. Oh, you won't need to worry about your precious innocence anymore. Join me at my reliquary. I will take my soul. You will take what remains.
Majesties.
Your powers of observation astonish me.
He spares you but a glance, then turns his focus back on whatever it is he's hiding from.
Best you leave the building, stranger. We have sorcerer trouble. We're trying to talk her down without a fight. It's not going well. God's damn sorcerers.
The creature rubs its clattering hands together.
It's about time. My soul rests inside the reliquary. I need but a drop of your blood to open it. The fount requires a fresh offering. I upheld my part of the bargain and kept my teeth out of your so-called innocence. You can't spare a little blood to save another precious life. I am me. I am whole. I am Zash!
So many buried in the soil.
Look who's come to join the party. Oh, but you do get around, don't you?
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together. His lips stretch into a mischievous smirk.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to dig, that is. Come now. Do you mistake me for a cannibal? I assure you my interests are quite academic. Why, the very essence of decay flavors many an essential oil. And what a pity you don't understand.
He presses a forefinger against his chin and hums.
You understand enough, and there is something my heart, such as it is set on. Oh, but do hear me out. Let's enjoy a bit of story time, shall we? Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Or so the legends say, anyway. Belonged to a family buried near here, the Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Fascinating people, truly. Old Joanna was the last. The poor, poor, poor dear. Had no money, no children, just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
His coy grin freezes.
Hours spent on scholarship are never hours wasted.
Tarquin sighs and his lips unfreeze. For a moment he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. Beautiful. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive.
He looks toward the graveyard.
I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits.
Here lies Maurinia Grigsby Barflett, died wealthy days after her husband, aged 21.
It's not...
The servant responds with a blank look and a low groan. At first glance, the spirit seems much like its host, hollow, detached. Yet, in its eyes, you see something more ominous, something not apparent before. Agony. The spirit nods, and its face grows even more tortured. It is trapped. By what or by whom, you cannot say.
This spirit's as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
We died glorious deaths.
We were picked off by spies. There was no glory and no point to it either.
We are an inspiration to our people.
That inspiration, we're an example.
In death, the dwarves give eagles life. An elegant passing for an inelegant people.
You watch yourself. There's a voice whispering promises to the dead around here.
We died glorious.
Word is,
that they'll be walking about with flesh on their bones again if they send you to the Hall of Echoes. You're God-woken, ain't you? You've a certain something about your aura. Don't ask me why. But someone out there's got it in for you and everyone like you.
The spirit is dressed in tattered ceremonial garb. Eagle feathers tangle in his beard, and bird droppings decorate his robes. He surveys the circling flock with evident satisfaction.
My faithful eagles work still. They know their duty. They need me not. See my feather fall here, prime among my flock. He won't leave my body till naught remains but bleached bone. No ordinary hunger, but a trained hunger. Watch. See him separate spleen from marrow, just so. Hurts? My dear boy, no. All I feel is pride. My featherfall knows just how to slice and just what to chew. He eats to free me. To free this spirit from its earthly ties. With each peck, I am closer to the Hall of Echoes.
Inspiration. We're an example!
Watching the birds pick your body clean is almost soothing. At least you know you're doing some good for a creature. And it means that elf ain't getting his claws on my corpse. Not mine specifically, but he creeps from grave to sepulchre, taking what he wants. Whatever he wants.
A grim expression passes across her face as she looks out over the graveyard.
The dead don't rest easy in this garden. Not by half. He lives in the big house by the gate. I ain't about to wander up and ask for a name, mind you. The less I see of him, the happier I'll rest.
That inspiration. We're an example!
Two dwarven spirits at loggerheads. In a flash, you are both of them, brother and sister. Your feminine side is a rebel, rising up against the tyrannical queen. Your masculine side is a royalist, loyal to the monarch he loves. As the brother, you rescue your sister from the pikes of the royal guard. Together, you flee across the sea to the melting pot of Driftwood and Reaper's Coast. But in Driftwood, you visit the lizard. You are the sister, and you know that something is wrong. You climb the stairs to rescue your brother and find him fighting for his life against the dwarves who would rob him. Both of you die. But your killers do right by their fellow dwarves and bring you here to lay you to rest. As spirits, you fight for eternity, one convinced that the queen is a tyrant, the other that your treason was wrong. The sister smiles. She feels vindicated. Her brother still does not agree. The rebellion was a disaster. The rebellion was a mistake that cost them their lives. Biting deep into the rotting flesh, your senses are assailed with a rank odor of meat long past its prime. Your memory wavers and becomes not your own, but the memory of one who led the most solitary of lives. You see myriad wings flapping, your hand scattering birdseed. You hear the screeching of eagles, the tearing of flesh. All of your life is centered on this place, this pedestal of death. All of your life is dedicated to feeding your eagles the meat of your dearly departed people.
We're an example!
The eagle glowers at you balefully, with eyes like shiny little buttons. One manicured and beribboned claw shoots forth to claim the stringy offal before him. Stretching his neck forward, he peers closely at you.
Pretty eyes, eyes that see far.
The eagle's own eyes glitter with avarice.
We were picked off by spies. There was no glory and no point to it either.
We are an inspiration to our people.
Master tied them on. Pretty, pretty ribbons. Match my pretty claws. Match your pretty eyes.
The eagle pecks free some choice lump of gristle from deep within the corpse. He swallows it whole, dark blood dripping from his beak and matting the fluffy feathers at his throat.
Master died, but Master told me what to do. All my life told me you are what you eat. So I do. I will become the Master. Unless you are not the new Master, are you? And if you want to be my master, you must first become the master. You are what you eat.
You chew it for what seems like forever. Yet the texture does not change in your mouth. Tough yet moist, leathery yet slippery. As an elf, you are used to eating flesh. But this is disgusting. Sometimes you really wonder about how you make choices in life. Sometimes, like now. The eagle hops from claw to claw, peering up at you with a berserk and bird-like excitement.
See? Feel it? The power!
We died glorious deaths.
A hacking caw breaks free from his ebony beak. Those little button eyes seem to twinkle in the gloom.
Yes, kidney. Good for courage, good for warrior. You will fight well, now Master's blood runs within you. Featherfall is with you. Together, we go together from here.
Featherfall hops eagerly onto your shoulder and digs his claws in deep. He pecks your cheek in what could charitably be called an affectionate manner. Blood drips from the wound. At least he didn't go for your eyes.
You are an inspiration to us.
What's this? I found something.
The plinth of the statue bears a series of deep, circular scratches upon its stone. The statue can be rotated. The sculpture looks impossibly heavy, yet turns with little effort. The sculpture looks impossibly heavy. The statue rotates with little resistance. You cringe at the sound of stone grating against stone. The headless statue looms over you. Its plinth bears the same rotation scratches as its counterpart.
What's this? I found something.
You there! Help me, please! Some thoughtless fool buried me in this grave to be left as fodder for the worms. I can't be at peace in a place like this. I have to be put to rest according to lizard tradition. The eternal fire burns in the lizard quarter of the cemetery. I beg you, cast my remains into the fire. Set my spirit free. I will never know peace otherwise. Ah, I should have known your kind would seek recompense. Very well. Do as I ask, and you will be rewarded.
These must be the remains of that lizard spirit, just as he said. An ancestor tree. Pure grace in an undeserving world. The spirit of the tree may have much to say.
The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of another, the ancestor tree, trying to take its source. All you feel is the spirit's resistance, and its anger, directed at the mother tree that has betrayed it.
You have done me a great service, friend. Now, the Hall of Echoes beckons.
The lizard hums tunelessly. Not a melody exactly, but more of a meandering moan.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in lasting flame. Elven trees towards skies did aim.
She looks to your left with one eye and to your right with the other.
It helps me remember where the dead go. Sometimes they don't stay where I put them. That's okay.
She smiles at you with the innocence of a newborn. The hum still throbs in her throat.
Keeping watch, tending the graves.
She returns to her humming. She flinches as you move closer.
No, no touching.
Her humming fades. The eerie silence lasts for several seconds.
Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when someone touches his things. No work. I do it 'cause I like it. Don't cause trouble. Just dig and pluck weeds and shoo the ravens.
She shivers and whispers.
He's a powerful sorcerer. Lives here in the garden. Can take the you from you. No brain, just body. My mind isn't big, but it's still mine.
She points at her head.
The servants, they got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. They need to be freed. Only way, kill Riker. The servants, so lost, chained by Sorcerer Riker, but they can still go home to the hall. Set them free.
The ensuing silence lasts for several seconds, until she picks up the melody once again and turns away.
Elven trees.
As you reach to push open the heavy door, the coils and whirls of engraved wood dance into a new pattern. The semblance of a face arises, a face that seems to look right through you.
Why are you here? Tell me, and mind that you tell me true.
Silence greets your answer. In the distance, you hear the screech of an eagle. Worryingly closer, you hear some kind of a moan. Time passes. At last, the lips on the door creak open, and the door speaks.
Leave.
The face melts back into the wood of the door, and the whirls swirl back into a floral pattern. No amount of pushing can budge the door one crumb. No sound can be heard from within. The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from its grey-pink gums, then burrow back in.
Come closer. I dare you.
He sniffs. He snarls.
I am death. There's no defying me.
The dog's growls intensify and transform into a rhythmic rasp that mimics laughter. You swear you see the ground behind him momentarily churn and tremble.
Do not mock me. You know what lies beneath. But I will not allow you another step closer, elf. Khan has already laid claim to it. Ha! She calls herself master. I call her minion. Whatever name you choose, it is her hand that will wield it, not yours.
The dog raises its head to the stormy sky and howls. The earth beneath you vibrates, a dirge plucked on the strings of a rotting lute.
Necrotic troll, you are summoned. Crawl through the gate. The earth opens for thee.
The dog's spirit rolls his head around, gawking at the ground and sky as if he's never seen them before, then locks his eyes on yours. He snarls, unconvincingly.
I am death. Yes, the masses tremble at the Necrohound's might. We will retrieve Anathema. Our enemies will bow before the demon blade.
He moves to lick his haunches and seems taken aback by his own translucence.
Once a demon, now a weapon. We heard its call and slayed our allies in its name. It is near. With it, we will slay living and undead alike. There will be no mercy.
The canine spirit lifts his head to howl, but can barely manage a whimper. He tucks his tail between his legs, shocked at his own impotence. This statue was once a living being. Perhaps it can be revived. At first, you might think the figure is a simple stone statue, but it bears no chisel marks, no uneven surfaces, no signs of polishing. This is a petrification victim. The petrified body is both hard and brittle, as if it might shatter were it to topple over. The petrified woman cannot speak, but her eyes glow with the fury of the sun.
Well, isn't this rich? Cursed by a coffin and rescued by a tree hugger. The indignity.
She huffs in annoyance and rolls her eyes.
Oh, all this trouble, and for nothing. Never figured I'd need frost armor. Oh, but do forgive me. Allow me to bow in gratitude.
She bows in insincere reverence. Her arm rests on her back, hand mere inches from her staff. The deep bow doesn't falter. She locks her eyes with yours and smiles.
Oh, your type is so predictable. Spot a problem and you grab a blade and get to stabbing.
A jolt of cursed fire flares from her staff.
Anathema will be mine.
Did she say anathema?
The spirit's lip curls upwards. She opens her mouth as if to speak, but her words fade in the tomb's chill. The longer you gaze, the more your inner source churns. You are drawn into her, her mind, her body, her past. They are no longer hers, but yours. You sit at a fire. At your left lies a black dog, basking in the warmth. Others huddle behind you. A young elf, a grizzled dwarf, and a skeleton, an undead. You hold a parchment up to the light and point at it. It is there that anathema can be found. The sky is dark, and the roaring fire is now a sad flicker. The others lie around it in a circle, but you hear no snores. Their chests neither rise nor fall. Their eyelids never twitch. You look to your left. The dog's yellow eyes lock with yours, and the two of you turn from the ring of corpses. And you gasp as you are thrust into the present. You take a few deep heaves, then glance at the spirit. Her mouth continues to gabble, but you're grateful that only silence reaches your ears. As you approach the door again, the face composes itself once more from the shifting wood. It seems to sneer at you, though that could be no more than a knot in the wood above its temporary lip.
Are you ready to tell the truth this time? Why are you here? Tell me, and mind that you tell me true.
Silence greets your answer. In the distance, you hear the screech of an eagle. Worryingly closer, you hear some kind of a moan. Time passes. At last, the lips on the door creak open, and the door speaks.
Enter.
The face melts back into the wood of the door, and the whirls swirl back into a floral pattern. A loud metallic click can be heard from deep within.
Looks like I've found Riker's place. He's hoping for a warm welcome.
A spirit sits behind the grand piano, her hands moving to and fro along the ivory keys.
O'er black and white, my fingers dart, as lost between worlds as I am. O'er globes they glide, o'er flats and sharps. Whither go they, Lord of Life? Direct them.
The echoes of a distant past pervade the room as the spirit embarks upon a long-lost tune.
A visitor? Such a rare and exquisite pleasure.
The elf tilts his head backwards, but his squinted eyes don't stray from yours.
Call me Riker. Please, do avail yourself of my creature comforts. You've surely come a long way. Perhaps not. But I know the wilds are all the wilder as the void encroaches. Do you agree, Godwoken? Don't be so naive. My doors only open on the occasion of truth. What you admit to them, you admit to me. I also see you are not yet whole.
He presses a slender forefinger against his tight lips and hums.
I'm not a generous man, but I could give you what you seek if you offer something in return. A completely fair exchange between sorcerers. You must go to the Black Pits. There's a cavern there. In it, you'll find a stone tablet of considerable value.
He points to the location on your map.
Bring it to me.
Dizziness. It lasts just a moment, but long enough for you to feel Tyr Sendelius's presence. You hear no words, yet understand. It's imperative you accept Riker's bargain. The episode passes. Riker is peering at you intently. He awaits your reply.
It's a miracle of the ancients. Priceless, really, and powerful enough to draw the Magister's attentions. I won't bore you with further detail. Suffice it to say, it is safer in my hands than in theirs. A promise you'd best fulfill.
Riker bows his head deeply.
Then you'll have the power you seek.
if not the power that trumps it. There will always be one greater, you know. Now please, don't let me keep you.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul. He winces and recoils, then quickly regains his composure.
My. How you positively brim with sauce. No wonder, after all the adventures you have had. All the things you have had to do. Oh, it's naught but a chill. Bit drafty in your soul, that's all. You should...
A sudden shudder jolts through his body so violently that he drops to his knees, stunned into silence. A few moments pass. He breathes in and out heavily, then gets back on his feet with all the makeshift dignity he can muster. An ancient curse escapes from his lips, spoken so forcefully that for a brief moment all light recedes into the webs of darkness.
I have told you before, the Void is stronger than ever. But so are you. I can sense the expansive source inside you. You are ready to learn the spell I have yearned to teach you. The spell you will need when we reach the Well of Ascension. I have given you eyes that see the source. Now I will give you the teeth to take it.
Tearsendelius smiles, and you notice for the first time 2 vampire-like fangs glistening beneath his upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel a sudden, insatiable hunger for source.
Go on, I am here for you. Give in to your hunger. Yes, relish in your lust for power. Just like a god should. Go on. Devour me.
Though your spell tore through him like a spear through flesh, Tearsendelius looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with brash ferocity, like I knew you would. My champion. Of course! Do you still not see? Do you still not realize there will never be abatement? Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs. It is about power, and power is not given, it is taken. With your all-seeing eyes and your all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of the dead, and now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So feed. For you will starve until you finally feast upon the Well of Ascension. Play coy if you must, but sheer hunger will soon trump your all too delicate feelings. Your soul must grow bigger still. Your inner self become a vaster expanse so that it may house divinity. There are more masters of the Source. More aspects of the Source to learn. The hunt continues. Just you hurry.
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair? Very well, then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, I assume you have still been found lacking. If not in character, then certainly in source. You need another master of source, naturally. I just pray the list you stole from the Magisters was long enough.
Paradise Downs. The shaggy dog keeps his distance, wary eyes sizing you up as his hackles rise.
You run away, everyone here run away, all run from something. Like sticks, balls? Understand, I understand. I ran away from bad man. Very bad man. Man wanted to make me spider food. I know. I can sniff good and bad. Riker bad. Bad man. So bad. I liked his house. Big garden of stones. Lots and lots of bones to dig. Good, tasty bones. But when I sniffed him, how he is for true, I ran and ran and ran.
He paws a few tentative steps closer and sniffs all around you, nose wrinkling with concentration.
Some bad, most good. Good enough, good enough!
He bounds forwards and licks your face effusively. His breath stinks of graveyard clay and ancient bones. Immediately, you feel an allergic reaction developing on your cheek, hot red blotches spreading in an angry rash. The dog scurries away to sniff about the area, leaving you with his approval and an itchy face.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
An older couple is crouched behind a cart, exchanging sharp whispers.
They'll tear the place down!
They'll tear us down if we don't stay quiet.
Careful, eh? There's void woken up yonder, in the farmhouse. Plenty of room for you here.
Aye, stay. But do keep quiet, the lot of you.
Clear him out? Are you mad?
He's not mad, Conway. Look at him. Looks like he's our best shot at getting the farm back. Good luck, love. Take care of yourself against those nasties. Just hush, now.
Be careful now. Those beasts are nothing to sneeze at.
Everything is very dark all of a sudden.
Any word, love? Did you really now? Well and truly?
Listen. It's quiet. They're really gone.
Oh, Conway. We can go home.
Conway and Lynn pull you forward into a great, strong hug. Lynn kisses your cheek. Conway claps your back.
Conway, you still got Hanag's things. Someone like this would know what to do with them. Put them to good use. It's what she'd want.
That's right, Lynn. That's surely right. Here, take this. Dear friend of ours left them with us for safekeeping. I don't think she'll be back anytime soon.
Conway hefts a heavy sack toward you, head slightly tilted in a grateful bow.
Oh, Hanag. Such a sweet dear.
Sweet. That's one word for her. But she was a friend, anyway. The sorcerer. I'm not ashamed to say it. We tried to help her.
Everyone needs help sometimes. Especially when bloomin' magisters are hunting you out with those dogs of theirs.
Well, but we didn't know she'd bring those beasts. We surely didn't know. I suppose that's about the long and short of it.
Seemed wrong to turn our backs on someone in need.
This Magister didn't die by a sword anyway. Something's afoot here.
Voidwoken! The sorcerer's conjured Voidwoken! Form up! Don't let them over the bridge!
The spectral Magister raises his sword and shield against an unseen Voidwoken foe.
Oh, these damn things. You're not trying to escape, are you?
Villagers. Some slain by Voidwoken. Others, perhaps not.
The spirit of a matronly woman stands before you. She shakes her head as she soundlessly argues with someone unseen. A faint sound catches your ear, the rasp of metal upon leather, a sword unsheathed. The spirit's eyes bulge with panic. She raises her arms protectively. A chilling sensation passes right through you. For a moment, it sounds like you can hear a distant male voice utter a confused, "Huh?" The woman's eyes seem to fix upon you, a brief flash of lucidity.
Big Magister did this. He didn't care that I was innocent. I heard them call him Stanley as I bled out on the ground.
The moment passes. There's another swish of metal through the air. The spirit collapses backwards, a silver gash opening the full width of her torso.
These people were slain by blades, not Voidwoken. More slaughter. Killed by Voidwoken, who were killed in turn themselves.
The spirit of a dwarf woman stares despondently at her body and those of her loved ones.
A word of the wise, friend. Never help a sorcerer. They'll only bring death in their wake. No, not me. It was my bloody neighbours. Soft darts and softer wits, the lot of them. I did the right thing. Let the Magisters know what was going on.
The stench of dead Voidwoken assails you. The thought occurs, sorcerers caused this.
Source is like life, a twin of death. The sooner the Magisters accept this, the better.
I'll give you fair warning, stranger. Turn around and get out of here unless you want to end up like this treacherous filth.
He throws a kick into the ribs of a nearby corpse.
What? How? How'd you know that? Who are you talking to? Never mind. I'll see to them after I've dealt with you.
Are you proud? Proud to stand in the way of justice? Proud that you'd allow Voidwoken to raise the land? Proud of your wrongs?
A crooked sneer surfaces from the spirit's deep pit of contempt.
There's no pride more stubborn than that which comes before the fall.
His sneer widens.
I know your type. You blindly ricochet from one conflict to the next, stirring the pot while scolding the virtuous. You believe in your own honor, but you're a fraud.
The Magister's spirit retains his superior airs, even as he is cursed to oblivion.
Can you untie me? Please. Thank you.
Her tear-stained cheeks quiver as she surveys the blood-spattered floorboards.
It's like a bad nightmare. Except you never wake up.
The young man grunts as he fruitlessly tries to free his hands from the heavy knotted rope.
Thanks.
He looks to his slain brother's body. His eyes well with tears, though none break free.
We didn't deserve this. We didn't deserve any of this.
The bereaved father weeps uncontrollably. The grieving mother manages a thin smile, even as tears stream down her ruddy face.
Thank you, stranger.
She blinks out more tears, then rubs them away with the back of her hand and puts on the bravest of faces.
To lose a child. It's a mother's worst fear. I never imagined. It was more than just intention.
Her eyes move to the young corpse laid near, then dart quickly away.
I started with my youngest, Henrik, so full of life. I'm grateful for your sympathy, but it's not your burden to bear. It's true, you know, what the Magister said. My brother's boy, Gideon, he's got source in him. Now that his folks are gone, we've all he's got. We thought we could keep him safe. He's not got a spot of malice. He can't help who he is. But when the Magisters came snooping, he panicked. We all did.
She glances at the Magister corpse and shivers. Another tear drips down her cheek.
Shouldn't have let that Hanag woman near Gid. She said she could teach him, but that's when all the trouble started. Lizard lady, impeccable robes, came by here one day saying she could sense the source. She could help Gid, she said. He took to her right away. Soon, the Voidwoken came, and then the Magisters started knocking. As soon as the Magister fell, Gid knew what he'd done. He didn't even struggle when they dragged him away. Gods know where they took him. I've already lost more than I can bear today. I pray to the Seven I haven't lost him too. You will? Oh, bless you. Bless you.
She ekes out another thin smile.
Make sure he's safe. And if you can, bring him back to me.
Who are you?
It doesn't have a seam. I can't.
Cecil, get it off!
I can't, sir. I think it's getting tighter.
A purple-faced Magister claws at an organic breastplate. His comrade tries desperately to open it, but to no avail. It's bound by thin vines, burrowing into flesh.
He put it on. He weren't meant to put it on.
It's eating me! It's...
The breastplate, it grew out of a dead bloody elf, but Herman wouldn't listen. I asked him about this artifact we had, a spore. He muttered at it in Elven and it bloody burst. Next thing, the elf is sprouting vines and this grows out of his corpse.
Cecil!
Divine alive! Please, can you help?
The breastplate writhes, tendrils pressed tight into flesh. The Magister's eyes roll wildly.
It's whispering. Make it stop, make it stop!
The blow lands a little harder than you intended, and he slumps. Without his struggling, the armor slips free with ease.
Right. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I'm glad you came when you did. Even if it weren't in time for poor Amandir. Divine rest him.
He bows his head at his fallen comrade, who died with a look of faint surprise on his face.
Gods, we'd best send word to Arx. They're bringing one of these right to Order headquarters. Strangest damn thing. Hammond was showing us this weird elven bauble he had. Like a seed, right? And Herman wants to know what's inside, so he calls over one of our elven prisoners. Well, after some persuading, he starts jabbering in their speech. And the thing bloody bursts. Hammond and the elf get a face full of poison. That's the damn strangest part. The elf explodes, right? And these vines crawl out of him. I'm still trying not to lose me breakfast when Herman spots the breastplate and nabs it. Reckon I'd be losing my breakfast over him too, if you hadn't come along.
Come on, sorcerer. It's always the same tale. You're boring me.
I've said all I know. Please.
Ho-hum. I've heard all this before. You really need to work on your storytelling. Don't toy with me, sorcerer. You know where she is, and I know you know it, so talk.
I don't know where her nag's gone. I'd tell you if I did. I swear on my father's grave.
Oh, he swears. Did you hear that, everyone? He swears. Why, that's almost as good as a pinky promise.
The White Magister swiftly pivots towards you and draws her blade.
Did you come for the show, Elf? Good timing. The interrogation scene is over, so we're almost at the climax.
She chuckles and pokes the inside of her cheek with her tongue.
And with that stunning plot twist, we arrive at the final scene.
She turns her attention to the bound man.
Just as well. It's not like this little discussion was getting us anywhere.
Please, don't!
I see you gallivanting around, and now it's time to gallivant your way out of here. Really? You think I'm going to tell you? You figured you'd just wander up here and ask nicely, or maybe use some hocus pocus. Hilarious. I've always thought life's a comedy, not tragedy, and along comes further proof. Because I have to. There's no real choice, is there? I could either succumb to the weight of a down world or find a role in it. All of this, it's theatre, my friend. And if the finale has the void eating us alive, then I might as well have a bit of fun with my part.
Nope, not getting through.
I see you gallivanting around, and now it's time to gallivant your way out of here. Really? You think I'm going to tell you? You figured you'd just wander up here and ask nicely, or maybe use some hocus pocus. Hilarious. I've always thought life's a comedy, not tragedy, and along comes further proof.
Hey, you're not allowed in there.